Welcome, everybody, to Sunday Mass in nomine Padri, Filii, Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Welcome. It is the first Sunday Mass back since all that. Look, I feel like I still have Laverne hair kicking around. It's not, but it looks like it, but it isn't. How are you all? It's great to be back on Sunday Mass. 21 in the room, right off the jump. It's wonderful. Dave Fitzsimons is lighting a candle for the Bashers. Please do for all the Bashers, not just me and my trials and tribulations, things that so many bad things happened, but the final thing was a great thing. I look forward to further adventures and the best part of life. And here comes another week of more nonsense for your chief basher. But we'll be strong. I will create Kevin Landon a dragon's wing. I will do that against the pillars of evil. And somebody asked me, I was talking to Johnny from Hitman this morning. We always get on the phone. It's always like 2 hours. If that air conditioner is very loud, let me know because, wrong background. Fuck. I cursed on Sunday Mass. You're absolutely right. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry. I did it again. Media assets. Oh, Jesus. How did I do that? 1 minute, please. How did I do that? I'm so sorry. I can't get everything. We were busy downstairs at Rose's putting up a new blind because she has two blinds in front of her house and they're big tenement windows. So they're 72 inches long. And yesterday I got one and I had it cut and everything. And I couldn't figure out how to install it. So I had Paul do it. So where is that? God, layouts. Geez, I don't even remember how to do this. Change the backgrounds. It's been a while since I've had to do that. Virtual backgrounds. There they are. There it is. And there it is. Sunday Mass. Now it's correct. I'm sorry. Thank you, Andrew, for keying me into that. I totally would have effed it up. Andrew, that's nice of you to say. Let's see who's in the room. Let's start out with Panel Power, who says Free Palestine, which is a humanitarian thing to do. They're up to some kind of mumbo jumbo, him and the big T, to get his way, Netanyahu and all that stuff. And you know how I feel about that. I don't want to get into it. Sunday Mass, and you know what? Like I said to Johnny. Oh, and I was saying about Johnny about forgiveness. Forgiveness is the greatest gift you can give anybody in the world when they deserve it, or when they want it, or when they're repentant, or when they deserve it, when they need it. But then there's, the people that give themselves enough rope. You don't have to forgive everybody. You don't. I think forgiveness is only for the people who deserve it. I don't, oh, he murdered my wife. I forgive him. You're an idiot. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Why should he get your forgiveness? That's just nonsense. But yeah, Free Palestine. Bless me, Father, as I am about to sin. Ray, I think we all are about to sin in some way, shape, or form. And you know what? Nomine Padri, Filii, Spiritus. Go say 10 Hail Marys and 3 Our Fathers, and you know what else to do. I did not take Eucharist when I went to Mass and everybody asked me, all the Catholics asked me that. And I would do it. I would do it. I just don't feel like I need to go to confession before I take the Eucharist. Like I said, I'm a buffet Catholic. I take what I want from it, Would I do it? Yeah, I would do it. Did I do it when I went to Mass? Listen, the church bells rang at 10:30 and 11 o'clock was Mass. And I was drawn to it like the call to prayer. It was just so beautiful. And the church was gorgeous. I went in there. I was only in there for 10, 15 minutes. I'm a buffet Catholic. I take from the tray what I want. And it was beautiful. It was a nice little experience. Hello from the Maldives. It is Mr. Brooker. Have a great show and best wishes for all the Bashers to all of us. And I expect beautiful diving from the Maldives, because I don't think is there clearer water in the world. I don't know. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. But have the best time, and please, most of all, Mr. Brooker, be safe. Well done, Paddle Power, and Ray, he's there. Mr. Dave Fahrenheit 451, the king of the Bashers still, and he's got a couple more. He added on that. He's like, he just keeps it going. Amazing. Dave Fitzsimons, whoop 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 to you. And Andrew Oakwich with Canadian $5. Thank you so much for supporting and keeping the lights on at the iBashers. The beginning of the end of the beginning. Is it the beginning? iBashers Eternity. Be the inspiration in others' lives and a blessing in their memories. Like and subscribe. We love you, Andrew Oakwich. You are a pillar of our community. And thank you for all the little messages you send me in the middle of the night when I might be sleeping, because they cheer me up. Ray, the great thing about being Catholic, confess all, repent, and repeat. Yeah, lather, rinse, repeat when it comes to Catholicism. Says Andrew Wilkowicz. Indeed. Prison and parliament both are full of sinners that do and have done things that they shouldn't have done. Well, listen. We've all done things that we probably shouldn't do. Not all of us. Some of us are pillars of morality. Listen, at the end of the day, most people do know the difference between right and wrong. Most people do. But there are some that do not. And DL is one of them, has no idea what's right and wrong. And that's a problem, because then you're talking about somebody who's a full on, people who have no empathy, people who don't know right and wrong, people who just narcissistically think and barrel their way through life and mow down everybody they possibly can to get what they want. It's very, very disturbing when you actually meet in the flesh the devil. It's very, very unsettling. So live your lives the way you do, because you're good people. The Bashers is filled with the best people, and I know that because I know you. Thanks, Mr. Brooker. I hope you're enjoying your holidays, says Panel Power. Indeed. Please, everybody. I don't know if my friend Hardcore Shutterbug, are you live? Are you around here? He went right after we got back. He went to Sicily because that's where his family's from. And I hope you're having a great time. If you're still there, if you're not, I'm sorry that you're back. What can I say? I've never been to Sicily. Certainly on the bucket list, 100%. There's a picture of a cow and a cat. I tried to get a Diego Rivera style mural for today's show. I was thinking about maybe for backgrounds, maybe just doing the thumbnails of the day for the background of the show, just so they get a little bit more airtime. Maybe that's a good idea. And speaking of which, we have the incomparable Julian. Thank you, Julian. I love you. I'm so happy you're back. We learn from experience that men never learn anything from experience. Well, I learned that on Friday. Wow. I learned that on Friday. Wow. Some people just, you make a mistake, you should realize it. Take ownership of your mistakes and move on. Try to fix them. That's what people do. And I don't like to use the word normal, because what is normal? It's just, that's what good people do. How about good people? Renaissance says, too many people buy things they don't need. America. With money they don't have. America. To impress people they don't know. America. Listen, I'm not, you know me. I am a patriotic person, but I learned one great thing, and I think I told you guys this story. I got a new grinder, drooby doo. Yes. I actually didn't get a new grinder. I meant to get a new grinder, but I happened to be cleaning out one of Rose's cabinets because she's got a lot of clutter, and sometimes I need to fix things. I saw in the back there was a brand new Krups, like it's just a simple one, but it's very nice. It's got 3 different grinds on it. And I said to her, I said, you don't grind your own coffee? She goes, no, it was given to me as a gift. She asked me if I wanted it. And I said, sure. So it was a gift from her. And yes, it's doing a great job on the coffee. Thank you, my friend. But I've told you this story before about when I was doing the recycling. Italy is very, very regimented when it comes to recycling. And I felt so American at that moment when everybody's got their tiny little bags of their plastics and their organics and the things. And oh, yes, okay, we had X amount of people in the house at any given time, and there's some garbage. And I just went downstairs to the garbage. I brought my big bags, and I just went, America. And then I felt terrible. Really, I want to figure out a way to get rid of the clutter. I've already started to declutter the clothes-wise, because Americans have 50 black T-shirts, 50 pairs of jeans. I'm going to keep 2 pairs of jeans. I'm going to keep 2 pairs of two black T-shirts, and a couple of suits and some leisure wear. And I want to get rid of all that stuff. I don't need it, and give it to somebody who needs a coat. I've got so many coats. What do I need? A raincoat, an overcoat, and like a puffy coat, I guess. I don't know. What do you need? What do you need? I don't know. Andy M, happy Sunday, Father Dirk. Wishing you and yours only good things. It's the only good things guy. It's him. He invented it. It's his mantra. We all just follow it, and that's how it works. Renaissance says, don't choose the one who is beautiful to the world. Choose the one who makes your world beautiful. Maybe you got them both like I did. That's the way I look at it, everybody, that's a beautiful sentiment, though. Don't choose the one who is beautiful to the world. Choose the one who makes your world beautiful. I hope that's your quote because it's absolutely gorgeous. And I feel that way. I really feel that way. Aren't I the luckiest person? Aren't I? I am. Eric B says, Nick Brooker, good for you, mate. Good for you, mate. If you got the kit, let's really do it. British. All right. If you got the kit, mate, maybe look into the Victory Wreck. Yeah, sounds good. I love that kit. He's got his old kit on. Well, put your kit on, mate. Calloy's here. Upvoted. Thank you, Calloy. Just upvote. It's very easy to do. It's free. Doesn't cost much money. And man, does it help out with the algorithm. Listen, you know what's funny? I don't know what to say about this because I know none of you guys left the show. But like I was like, I don't know, like 12 subscribers. I lost 12 subscribers while all the shit was hitting the fan. You think I'd get more people and feel bad. It's surgery, the DL, all that stuff. But I was like, wow, I can't believe that. You know, but then again, I don't know how true that is because I think YouTube plays with stuff. You know, they kick people off. They haven't deleted the messages in a while, which I'm grateful for. Very grateful, YouTube, for not deleting all the messages. The purple one, Melly C is here. Happy Sunday, Father Dirk, and all the Bashers. Happy Sunday to you, beautiful one. I see you sent some Mork and Mindy. Mork and Mindy madness. Some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they? I mean, it just seems like John and I, I've been as close to friends as you can be since the day he entered my life in 1986. He replaced the guy that I had brought into the band, and the guy was very problematic. And I resented him at first. And of course, how could I? He became one of the people I love most in the world. And for a while, we were differing on politics and things. We've kind of come to the same conclusion. And we both decided that all we hear on the news, etc., is just the dumbest people with the biggest mouths. And that's the truth. You know, my favorite guy is an admiral. And he wrote a book called Make Your Own Bed. And he's the smartest guy in the room. And I just don't understand why he's not the most on TV person talking about things that are important to the world. You know, I don't understand that. I just don't. I never could understand why we get the most stupid people. But anyway, his name is William Admiral McRaven. He's a 4-star admiral, and he's just got the most amazing voice where he talks like this, and it's deep in the back of his throat, and he sounds so presidential, and he'd be the greatest president for the United States. But he just says, I don't want that job. My family's too important to me. Well, it might be the right time to take that job. Who knows? Andrew Wilkowicz says, congratulations to Panel Power. First again, he's on a roll, though. I mean, and Dave, listen, when Dave needs to get back in there, he sees the competition coming, he gets in there pretty quick, and it's pretty amazing. The beautiful Louise. Good evening, Dirk, and all the Bashers. Good evening, too. It's only 3 p.m. for me in New York City, but for all of you beautiful Europeans and people far and wide, happy whatever part of the day it is for you. And I hope you are, saw your restaurant stuff last week, and I started showing the bulk of what you guys had sent me, and man, you guys are such kind of gourmands, aren't you? Fantastic. It's nothing like a great restaurant experience. And there's Fergal himself. There's the man. Hey, Dirk and the Bashers. Hey, Dirk to you. Hey, Dirk to you. Hey to you, Fergal. It's great to have you here. And Mart and Bronze and the beautiful ones are here. Look at it. Sunday Mass is here again. Sunday Mass is here again. The skies above are clear again. So let's sing a song of cheer again. Sunday Mass is here again. Ghost would kill for that intro. I know nothing about Ghost. Emmett wrote that. Emmett writes all the great shit. So like every time I say I want to write something, because I'm a writer, he's so fast. He just wrote it really quick, and we got Becca to sing on it. Just amazing. And yeah, thanks. I don't know what Ghosts sound like. Every time I watch them, I'm like, this is kind of pop. You know, they're not really, they look metal, but they're not. They're kind of poppy. I don't know. I've never really explored them, but they're huge band. Wrong background. Thank you. I got that. Lighting a candle. Thank you. Now we're caught up. Dirk, your life will be sweeter because of the difficulties. I hope so. Grazie, Andrew, says Panel Power. Grazie. Rocker with a guitar and a rack of Marshalls can preach too, Ozzy style with vampire bats. I was never in a band that had any of that kind of imagery with, the dark, evil stuff and all that junk. But hey, man, it's very, very metal. It really is. Hello, all. I hope you are all well, says Robbinsburg. We love you, beautiful. Let's send a big heart out to her and all of the beautiful ladies of the Bash. Well, you're not working for me. Hold on. Sometimes I realize sometimes I have to take this off the screen. There it goes. For the ladies of the Bash, who are so very important to us, and we love you all. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, DG's here. It's Mr. Gutierrez. Hello gang. Where's the next trip? Oh, well, I hope it's sooner than later, my friend. I really hope it's sooner than later. Going to try to get the wheels in motion and figure that all out. I'll tell you what I brought. I'm going to have one of these in front of your very face. So you ever see this stuff? It's called pocket coffee. And I never see it here. I only ever see it in Europe. But it's a chocolate treat that's like filled with coffee. And Dirk likes his coffee. If you've never had these, they're delicious. And they also have like a kind of a, I've got textural issues, but not here. I like this texture. It's got like this one looks mangled. Oh no. This one, did this leak? It's got paper on it. I got to veto that one. Looks like it got, this one too. Oh no. I think that because I put them in my luggage. I think it's the sugar, though. Either that or I'll just be spitting out coffee, which I don't want to do. This one okay? Oh, it's like they got wet. Must have leaked. This one's better. Take the paper off, and that's okay. Anyway, well, those look good. They're a little gritty, but in a coffee way, which is delicious. James, he's so handsome. Look at that beautiful watch. Oh man, that watch is beautiful. Watching from the Italian festival in Little Italy, San Jose, California, with the family, drinking Italian wine. Enjoy Sunday. James let's go have a drink, my friend, next time you're in town. The incomparable Danielle. I was so locked up with all that crap this week. I got to reach out to him because he invited me out for a drink and I just wasn't available. And I couldn't look at my phone even. And that was a really big problem. But I'm going to write to you and say, I'm so sorry because I love you, Danielle. I feel terrible. Every opportunity I could possibly have. The only thing I'm afraid of is he's such a sartorial icon that I'm going to look like such a slob compared to him. He got custom beautiful. He was always on Watch Fashion Police. This guy goes to Napoli and London, get shirting and suiting and guys, and he's a sartorial icon. It would be like, oh God, I look like a schlub, I don't want to look like a schlub. So let's give you a big bang boom for that. Thank you so much. Hey, AP, what a pretty puppy. Oh, my God. Being a good person takes effort, just like being polite. You don't have to try to be rude. Just don't try to be polite, and there you go. A lot of damage done by folks who think being good is easy. Well, listen, as a New Yorker, it could be very easy to be rude. It can be. And I see it every day. But I think, and I'm defending my town, I think my town is a very friendly town. I think New York in general I think people do make the effort to go out of their way to be kinder. I really do. People are afraid of New York. People, you got New Yorkers are rude and hey, get out of my way, and all that stuff, and then you got, somebody said I'm not doing the girl from the Bronx, I'm not doing Marisol anymore from the Bronx. She's going on my New Yorkers can be extremely, if you ask a New Yorker for directions, 9 out of 10 times you're going to get, they're either going to walk with you there. And I think that's lovely. I think, and I will say this truthfully, that, and listen, I know I'm an Irish American person. And I think when you go to Ireland, some of the people that you meet there, you cannot believe the level of kindness. I think it's societal as well, but making an effort, it does take some modicum of effort. It does. There are just some people who are naturally that way. There's some people that are not. I think society is the thing that trains you to do that. But living in New York, I think I definitely make a special effort. If somebody asks a question, I'll go the extra mile and say, oh, like if I see somebody struggling, I'll say, hey, you guys looking to go somewhere? Are you lost? Or, blah, 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 or whatever. Melly C. I haven't worn this in a couple of weeks. There it is. Just so, yeah, that could be true. That could absolutely be true. Private conversation, Tobster McDonkey. Hey, Tobes. We can have a private conversation on that. Gotta keep things close to the vest for the time being. But it involves, you know what? It was more of that. And wow, some people are just unrepentant and liars. You know what I hate more than anything? Liars. No excuses for lying. I mean, oh my God, if there's anything in the world that drives me crazier is that sociopathic lying trait. It's just, and some people are so good at it. And it's just the worst thing in the world. There's nothing worse in the whole wide world. And I've learned that over time. I think when I was a kid, when you're a kid, you lie about stupid little white lies and things like that. But in my adult life, I have learned that it goes nowhere. It proves nothing. It helps no one. It is just garbage. Tell the truth, man. But anyway, grind for your coffee, not for your phone. Oh, no, I'm a married man. I don't even know what those things do. And I don't want to know. I had a friend. I'll tell you a funny story. Oh gosh, it's so bad. So I have a friend who I met while I was bartending at El Rio Grande, RIP. And he was on the grinder services and being quite popular, I guess. And I said, oh, how does that work? And he showed it to me, and it was like a grid of people's faces and some people's not faces. It wasn't dirty or anything, but it was, suggestive or whatever. And then, who I am, what I want, what you should be, and all this stuff. And then he's like, check this one out. And he sends somebody a message, and like 3 people away, the guy's phone started pinging. And I was like, oh shit. Because it tells you how many feet people are away, or like a mile away, or what. I'm too old for that shit. Plus, I want nothing to do with it. Hey, Jocelyn Bittenbender is live on the show. Why are the hearts? Am I just doing it crap? Am I doing it crap? There she goes. Jocelyn, did you see the show? Hold on. Can you wait a minute? I want to show you something, Jocelyn. Okay, then. This is for Jocelyn. So, Jocelyn, beautiful lady. So, I went to my favorite little store in Fano, right? And every time I go in there, perfumery, I used to be able to find M7 there all the time. It's gone. It's over. I mean, I have what I have now. Thank you very, very much for everything you've done for me fragrance wise. But I went in there and I was like M7, and she was funny. I went in there. It was closed like 3 days in a row. Finally, I went there and she was in there, but she was having an argument with her mother, and they're French, but they're in Italy. And it was very hard for me to find what I wanted. So I went back in there the second time, and she was alone, and she's lovely. She just was having a chit chat with her mom and just getting annoyed. Anyway, I told her M7. She goes, oh, I haven't seen it in a while. And the last time I was there, I only got the aftershave, which was fine. It was fine. So I said, she goes, what are your defaults? I said, well, my original favorite is Habit Rouge, of course. And she's like, oh, Habit Rouge. Because I don't know if I have any of that left. Because I have some of the current stuff. I said, well, I have some of that. and I do love it. It's great. I said it's kind of it smells. I said what I really would love is the original eau de toilette that was famous from 1965 or whatever. And she goes, let's go in the back cabinet. the original EDT. Look at this. Since I got it, it was like the third day in Fano. This, it's eau de toilette, so it's much lighter, but it's the original. It's the DNA. It's the original one. Let me get it out of the way so you can see this. The original Happy Rouge. Absolutely unbelievable. And box and papers, of course. I had to get box. Now, unfortunately, I put it in my luggage, so it got a little scuffed up. But this is the one that went unchanged. That was, this formulation was by, I forget his name. It was like Jean-Paul Guerlain, whatever, the original guy. But I couldn't believe it. I went like this. I went, oh my God, the EDT, it's impossible to get. It doesn't exist anymore. No one has it. And if you find it, it's $1 zillion. $100. Like 90 euros or whatever it was. And when we found a nice fragrance for Emmett, something from Burberry that's been gone for years. I don't remember the name. It smelled great, but the original EDT, and it looks so great on my shelf next to the current formulation of the Eau de Parfum. Anyway, I thought you'd get a real kick out of that. And I found it. And I was like, I've been looking for that. That place is a gold mine. And she said, if you had a couple of hours, we could look. I was like, I kind of do, but we didn't. Anyway, big hearts out to you, Jocelyn, and Becky Brown, and all the fragrance maniacs here. Hold on, come on. I thought you'd get a real super duper kick out of that. Awesome pickup, right? It's like I was so excited, and it's great. I know. Oh wow, I knew you'd get excited about it. And it's funny because the eau de toilette was all there was. From the 60s on, they didn't the eau de parfum and the parfum and then the tuxedo and all the flankers that came out afterwards. That's all modern day. So this was the only thing that there was. It was Happy Rouge. There was actually one called Cologne in the 70s, and I have that bottle because I think that was the first one I ever bought. But this was the one, and I got it, and you can see how much of it I use because I was like, oh, because it's not that it's light. And its sillage is kind of, it's, you know how it goes. The eau de toilette is just like, it's more for you. It's super fresh after your shower. It's great. So what I decided to do was I stack it. So after the shower, boom, 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 wait a while. And then when I'm ready to go out, the eau de parfum. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Anyway, I knew you'd get a kick out of that. So much fun. So much fun. Yeah. So where were we? Brad Cozier. Hey, Oprah says if you haven't worn it in 5 years, donate it to someone who could use it. She's, hey, Brad, great to see you on the show. And you know what? Listen, I agree. If you don't wear it, why do you have it? Somebody actually needs to stay warm. Somebody needs clothing. Why shouldn't you give it away, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's the whole text me, email me. You know how to get a hold of me. We'll talk about it later on. Hey, Joe LaFar, Handsome Joe. Handsome Joe. That's going to be your new thing from now on. Do you mind? We'll do the Manhattan transfer. Handsome Joe. Handsome Joe. Oh, no, oh, no. That's the Manhattan transfer. Doing Killer Joe. I'm late for mass. Forgive me, Father Dirk. You're always forgiven, my friend. And the Carolyn Larson's in the room with the sober sticker for $4.99. Did you put your roast on? Put a pot of water on the kettle. Would you do that first, Carolyn Larsson? Let's give her something special. Let's give her something. What do we do that we don't? Let's give her a Gone Woman 4. That's rattly, isn't it? Carolyn, everybody's bugging me to get on the merch thing. We have to just do that. I know. We really got to do it because everybody's like, I'm on this, I'm on that. I'm like, you're right. Shirts. I don't know about hats. I don't know. What do you guys think would be the best things you want from merch? Would it be just shirts? What would it be? I don't know. I'm only here because herself watching shite on the telly. That's about all there is on the telly. That's why I watch mostly YouTube. Should have asked the surgeon to live stream the. That is terrible, Andrew. He knew all about it. I told him the whole thing. But you know what? I think I have permanent titanium staples in me now. I don't know. I have my follow up coming up. I walked through. I've been to court and I've been to the airport and I've walked through many a machine and haven't gone off. So maybe not. I don't know. Empty vessels make the most noise. Oh boy, is that the truth? I made my bed. Morgana was very angry at me. Then she found a sunbeam. Aw. Well, the sunbeam is the only thing that saves us, right? Exactly. McRaven is too normal of a dude to ever want that job. I have a feeling he does. I'm glad you know who he is. I always feel like I'm talking to an empty room when I talk about how great Admiral McRaven is. It's an amazing voice he's got. It's so deep in the back of his throat. He's like, the first thing in the morning when you arise, before coffee, before you wash your face, make your own bed. It'll set the stage for the rest of the day. And he's correct. And I have, ever since I read that book, I make my bed every morning before I do anything, before coffee, before anything. And it does give you a little sense of completeness. It does, and I like it. And he's too normal of a guy. And listen, this is the guy that got bin Laden, if you want to say that, who, of course, probably had absolutely little or nothing to do with a lot of stuff, but he was a douche, and he was on our payroll forever and ever and ever. So it's like, you watch all those, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, and here I go triggering Tobster. But this is a guy that is an American, and he's very, very, very patriotic and very proud of his country. But he's also a very sensible person, and he is not swayed by the political douche-o-meter, left or right. He's just bing, and a great guy. Ghost star ABBA. Is that right? Well, I don't know if they're quite that, because ABBA is just about as good as pop gets. Candy of the highest order. But that's interesting that you should say that. I should give them. Do you have Eric? Do you have a particular Ghost album or thing that I should listen to first to try to get on board with whatever it is that they do? I love it. Dirk, why not add more lyrics to the Gallery of Bastards tune? It would rock. Well, listen. Emmett wrote that, and he did it. Like he knew that, because he knows how to write commercially for like bumpers. They're called. Usually they're 10, 15, 20, and 30 seconds. We could write a whole song around that. It could definitely happen. I'll ask him what he thinks. Tracy Farris is here. Hey, Tracy Farris. Happy Sunday to everyone. Well, happy Sunday to you, Tracy Farris. One of the super ladies of the bash. And if I didn't do this earlier for Melly C, I'm going to give you 50,000 of them. Why is this not doing this the way I want it to? Should I do it like this? There we go. I'm going to do it from that. From now on. Topster, DL's Dragon Lady, Dirk Slander. There you go. Read it for yourself. Yeah. I wouldn't even give her the credit for that. She's just a bad person. I miss them whenever I get back from Italy. Oh, these? Do you? Yeah, they're great. They're so good. Good stuff. Ray says, hurry, TFU, and get out of the Big Apple before it kills you. Yeah, well, I won't let it do that. But, I'm not going anywhere. So I'm not backing down on anybody. Andrew says, James M. Date just 2. Is that what was going on? Let's go find James M's thing. To get there. Yes. Isn't that such a great watch? Oh my God, it's beautiful. I've always loved that watch. Always absolutely loved that watch. And it is beautiful. Look at that. Can we blow that up? Oof. It's funny because the unloomed, like the Roman, the numerals, the Arabic numerals, they look purple like a lavender. It's quite beautiful. It's highly enjoyable. And it's a sexy watch, and it's very, very unique. If you're like one of those guys like me that is more like an Omega guy or a Panerai guy, and like Rolex is kind of dip your toe in the water, that's the one to get because it's an un-Rolex Rolex. We all know that Daytona and Sub and it feels different. And I love that because of the Millie. I love it. Steve Mac 3 from Scotland is here. Good evening, my dear friends. My fine friends, come and love me forever. Anybody know what album that's from and what band that is? My fine friends. It's a really great song. One of the best solos I've ever heard in a guitar solo. JHB is here. Happy weekend, Dirk. Happy weekend to you, JHB. Always great to have you live. When will there be another Watch Fashion Please? I don't know. Michaela is doing like a new kind of show. I haven't had a chance to tune in yet because of all the shit that's been going on in my world. But it'll be back for special events. That the dynamic trio will be back for sure. I guess maybe an award show or something where it's watch heavy for sure. Yeah, it'll be back. I promise everybody, because we enjoy doing it and we enjoy each other's company. So yeah, for sure. And wishing her the best and her handsome husband, because they're just terrific. I know that people have been saying that politically she's been talking about stuff, and listen, I'm done with all that. I'm done with getting mad at people for crazy political or whatever they say. I'm not interested anymore, because I don't want to cut my heart off to people I love because they have a difference of opinion than I do. I don't care. I know her. She's a terrific lady. So that's it. AP, thank you. Look, oh my God, that picture's so cute. Listen, I'm a pretty good one. I don't set out to hurt anybody. I'm a peacemaker for sure. Peacemaker, peacemaker. Wasn't that the single from the last Scorpions album? I think it was. Peacemaker. Thank you for saying that. That's awfully kind of you. On board my workboat all next week, ex-presidents of Ireland's yacht. You want photos or just the usual cat? No, I want Ray. I want whatever you want. If you want to send stuff out, send it out. It can be whatever you want. No, send pictures of you on your boat. Be great, right? With the hurling the masts to the great winds of the seas. We'd love it. Everybody would love it. Do it. You're an elite basher. You can do whatever the hell you want. Fleetwood Mac has a song, says, tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies, won't you tell me lies? The gorgeous Christine Perfect, otherwise known as Christine McVie, my favorite Fleetwood Mac member of all time. God rest her beautiful soul. I absolutely loved her. You can love Lindsay, you can love Stevie, you can love Mick, you can love John, but for me, Christine Perfect. And her maiden name was Perfect. Christine Perfect, and she was my favorite songwriter in that band. She wrote all my favorite Fleetwood Mac songs were Christine McVie songs. I love the other ones too, but right, yeah. And what a song. She wrote so many hits. She was so great. And then she got afraid of flying and she left the band, and they toured without. I hate these bands that tour without the key. It just drives me nuts. I don't want to go see, Quiet Riot with three guys from Elm Street and a guy from down the corner. I don't want to see it. Thumbs up if you can't. But anyway, she's great, and God rest her soul. If and I don't care about the whole Lindsay Stevie thing anymore. It's tired. I'm so tired of them being mad at each other, and I'm just tired of it. It's so stupid. Died. That'll be gone by spring. Did you see how much I used of it already? Pandy, pudding and pie. Look at this. Because it's light. Because it's not the parfum or the eau de parfum. It's light. It's light. I can't get enough. Man, if you've never smelled this, it's fresh, but it's got it has oud in it. It's hey, men, women, anybody could wear this. It's not like the most super masculine, but it's got it. It's not feminine at all, but it's clean and fresh. I'm mad for it. And I love the new formulation. Adore it. The parfum was way too much. It was like an atom bomb. It was so fine. It was too much for me. That's why I went for the eau de parfum. But I was dying to try. Everyone told me that the best one ever, because I watched all the perfume YouTube shows, was the Privé. And I was there, and that's really what I was looking to get, was the Habit Rouge Privé. And I couldn't find it. It was limited edition last year, Habit Rouge Privé. People said it was beyond marveling at. And maybe one of these days I'll get to smell it, or they'll reissue it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Caroline right now. All I know is that the new Jolene Joke, the Delphine Joke, have all been super successful. So she's obviously installed there as the perfumier now, and she's going to stay. So, and I love what she's done. And I love the packaging. I love the new bottles. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. Photos at Ray Defo. I hope the seagulls stand to attention for the national anthem. Somebody just John just showed me Bruce Dickinson singing the national anthem, and I don't know. It's weird. Do you go sing the national anthem of another country? I mean, you can, but I just think it's kind of weird. I mean, I'm not saying like patriotism was, or I don't know. A singer is a singer is a singer, and that's fine. But I just think it must be weird to do that. I don't know. Anyway, he did it. And the one thing I learned, and I love him, and I'm a big Maiden fan, is just that, wow, he's such a rock singer. He sang it like a rock singer, and, I studied classically because, I studied classically. That sounds so pretentious. But, like I would be like, oh, say, can you see? I'd sing it more like that. But he was like, oh, he sang it like a rock singer. And I was like, oh, I don't know, like if that translates for the whole audience. You want to kind of make it universal. And then I told John that Whitney Houston's version was pre-recorded and he almost had a heart attack. I thought everybody knew that. I wasn't pulling the beard off Santa Claus. Didn't everybody know that amazing national anthem that Whitney Houston did was pre-recorded? She lip sunk it. She did. Crazy. Hey, Gubbery. What are you doing there? What's the weather like there right now? Andrew Olkwich by Christmas. Yeah, Christmas is correct. I'm gonna have to, now that I've went hog wild, I'm gonna chill out, obviously. It's 85 degrees in New York, and it has been for the last 3 days. It's hot. This is Indian summer of a whole new thing. It's too late in the year for that. Way too late. Yeah. Bob Sacamano says, any original? Yeah, I do. Who do you think gave it to me? Yeah, absolutely. I have it here. I have a bottle of it, courtesy of her herself. Thank you so much for doing that. I mean, it was just mesmerizing stuff. I'm grateful, absolutely grateful. Always, and I'm very, very cautious with it. Extremely cautious with it. Because it's rare. Always thought a soul lives in each of us, but now thinking we all live in a soul instead. Space Ace. Yeah, that could be. We could all be in some kind of simulation. Maybe that is true. Horton Hears a Who. I love those kinds of fragrance treasure troves, discontinued gems. Oh, it's so good, right? And I went in there and I tried to find Climat for my sister. My sister loved Lancome's Climat. And for a very short time, Saks Fifth Avenue's flagship store in New York was carrying it as a reissue. But it was I think it's her all-time favorite. She wore like Eau de Denimisson from Clarins. But I think her favorite of all time is Climat. And it's a great fragrance. And I've been trying to get that for her. And I asked, do you have Climat? She's like, and she let me look. I did spend most of my time. The men's section was way too overwhelming. And if she would have let me, but I didn't. I'll go back. But I did spend most of my time because I was looking for a gift for my sister who, stayed here and took care of Rose and all that stuff for me while I was gone. And I wanted to get her something like, that she would really like. And I was truly pulling boxes out. And she said, what is the box? I said, I think the box is green or it's white with gold. And then we Googled it and we were like, we saw it and we couldn't find it. It's hard to find. Climat by Lancôme, but it's beautiful. Ray, smell of sillage in the room. Hey, Kieran P. Hello, Dirk and everyone. Long time no see. What watch you wearing? I'm wearing a Weekender, a Timex, courtesy of the purple one, Melly C. And yeah, that's what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing Charlie Brown. I'm very sporty today. I have 3 watches from here. I don't have them all available because they're all in their cases. I took this one out, but on Sunday I like to wear something playful and fun. And isn't it cute? It's Charlie Brown shirt. Yeah, and I love these watches. They're Indiglo. They're super duper fun watches, man. And set it and forget it. Absolutely. Thanks, Kieran. Tried Initio fragrances, and they're interesting. Seems to have a real aphrodisiac type of ingredients. Do I know? Are those the ones that Oshin was looking at? INIT. Let's see what they are. Oh yeah. Okay, I'll take you on this journey with me. I'm such an old fart when it comes to fragrances. I love the classics. It's very rare that I get into a new one. That's very cool. It's very Tom Ford, isn't it? Here's the Initio. Are these Arabic oud? Okay, so yeah, these are the oud fragrances. Now, oud, as you know, is the main component, and wow, Okay, so M7 wasn't really the first commercially available oud fragrance, but it was the first super international one and by a big company like Yves Saint Laurent. There, of course, all of the Arabic countries have been doing oud forever. I have not yet sampled these. Oud. Oh, I did. Oud for Greatness. I got that in the big pack. Yes, I did. And I have it. I'm going to have to go back and, there's so many in the care package. I have to oud for Greatness. That's right. I remember that. These ouds are oud forwards. Absolute aphrodisiac. Oh, that's what you were saying. Very interesting. 410. These are pricey. Yeah, fragrance can get very expensive. Smelly water, scented water, crazy town. I think an iBashers hat, Dirk, for your merches. Yeah, I mean, like a really cool baseball cap. Yeah, we have the designs ready to go. We just haven't put up a store. We should totally do that. And I apologize, everyone, for that, because you've all been asking, and we should totally do it. Years ago, Young and the Restless filmed one of their actors' facelifts. Ooh, Gene Simmons and his wife, Shannon Tweed, filmed their facelifts. Crazy as that. Square Hammer. Okay, I'll check that out. Square Hammer. He is their Queensrÿche. Can he sing like that? Does that guy have that kind of voice? It's interesting. Make your bed, wind your watch, and go fetch water. My life mantra. That's it. And why not? Yeah. Apparently it's James Bond Day. Is it? Ever since they haven't figured out the whole Amazon thing and, them relinquishing their power. I kind of don't care so much anymore. I mean, I will again, hopefully. I want Henry Cavill to be Bond, but I didn't want Daniel Craig to be Bond either, and I loved him. So, and I liked No Time to Die. I liked it. I thought it was better than Spectre. I thought it was better than Sky. I hate Skyfall. It's my least favorite James Bond movie, and that's including all the crappy Roger Moore ones. Dirk, when you move to Italy, will you be adopting a cat? 100%. Yeah, of course. Of course. I'm not going to be able to find one because there aren't any strays there anymore. They have really figured it out. They've absolutely figured out the adoption process. They've really figured it out. I remember going there 30 years ago, and there was cats everywhere and dogs, but no, I will definitely 100% be doing that. I mean, of course, I've found every animal that I've ever had in my life. I found them all on the street. And one of them was born in my brother's deli in the basement. I took him because he was Murray. He was the cutest and sweetest. And he was hiding in the rafters, and we finally grabbed him. And he was a little skittish for a while, but he was one of the sweetest cats in the universe. And I loved him. Dirk, you are kind and such a gentleman. All good qualities. Unfortunately, things like, well, that's awfully kind of you to say. And right back at you, because you're a pillar of everything we are on this show, Melly C. And one of the most beautiful people I have ever had the pleasure of knowing, and I consider myself extremely lucky. And thank you for that. Thank you for that kindness. JHB 20 balloons. Glad to have you back on the Sunday show, people. Welcome to the show. Andy M says you need to rotate your fragrances, get some cheaper options so your favorites really become special and, more importantly, last longer. You know what I do? Two of my absolute super cheapies, my friend. Pro Razzo, the original, the Barber version, the green one, and Old Spice, which I love. Shoot me, I love Old Spice. So yeah, but listen, I'm on a little craze right now because when you got the Habit Rouge kicking around, you want to smell good, and it's delicious. What does Garen, the Irish comedian, say? Smell me, I'm delicious. It's just absolutely, yeah. I'll cool out. I will cool out. Thank you so much, JHP, for that super chat. Thank you so much. That was great. Thank you. I used to have the post that Shannon Tweed in. I used to have the post that had Shannon Tweed in it for the articles. Playboy. She was such a Playboy. Andy M says, great idea. I'll switch to Aquavelva and Brut, save my Old Spice. Old Spice smells delicious. And it's complex, man. There's great stuff in Old Spice. And you know what? It smells like man to me. It does. But I do love like the Pro Razzo shit. Let me boot. If you guys don't know about this, Pro Razzo. You guys don't know about this? Oh, Pro Raza USA. This is not exactly what I meant, but they'll show you. And I'll tell you something. I'll get to see the prices, and then I'll tell you how much they cost in Italy. I bought a bottle of the stuff. So this is the stuff right there. The Lozione Dopo Barba. Shop the green line. I want to shop the green line. Can I go back to the green line? Shop the green line. No, I don't want that. I want the green line. And then this is a classic Italian bar. Oh, I can go back. Ready? Shop the green line. Here you go. This is the green line. This stuff is delicious. So it's $14 US dollars. I did buy the shave cream. I got a big shave cream. I didn't get the hair stuff, which I really would have loved. But this stuff, this is Lozione Dopo Barba. It's $14. It is €3 in Italy. €3. So if you're in Europe, go buy that because it's great. It smells delicious. It's absolutely gorgeous. That and Old Spice are my kind of like my cheapy, and it smells great. And I think you really, really love it. Check it out. If you don't know it, check it out. Oh, well, yes. Now, our dear Julian is a big fan of Floris 89. Is a classic. The perfumier room in the back of the shop is special. James Bond's aftershave. Yeah, it's absolutely glorious. I love everything by Floris. Truly one of the great fragrance makers of the world. And it's not French. It's British. Old Spice and Brut should be in the backbone. Brut, I don't know about. High Karate, I haven't smelled that in ages, so I don't know what it smells like. Bond Amazon buyout going bad so far. They 1984 all the movie posters for every Bond film nuked the pistols. So woke. So did they rechanged the this stuff? What about Charlie's Angels? Is that going to be gone too? Yeah, that's really stupid to do that. I don't agree with that shit at all. I'll look for High Karate. That's hard to find. Blue Stratos, Andy. Okay. Don't forget English leather. I haven't smelled that. Do you remember British Sterling as well? I remember an Aramis, which I have in my house, which is very, very strong. And I also have Escada. She had a brand new bottle. I had to tell her, which is so bad. This is why I can't lie. She had a bottle of the Escada Pour Homme, and I've got a half a bottle. And that's like worth a lot of money. And she had a giant, like a 300 ml bottle of that. I said, she had it priced at €75. And I said, listen, I appreciate you very much. And that bottle, and I went online and I showed her. I said, just letting you know. Not trying to ruin it for me and other people. But how much money could she make in that place? I don't want her to get ripped off. Robin's Bird, I like English leather. Don't forget English leather. Yeah. English leather's fun. Yeah. And Henry Cavill would have been a great Bond if they started shooting 5 years ago before No Time to Die. You think he's too old? He's what? Is he in his 40s now? Shit. He might be. Yeah. What are you going to do? Bashers, we laid out first family cat to oh no. Oh no. Oh, Carolyn. We laid our first family cat to rest today. Mr. Nate was 19, never sick a day in his life. Please send thoughts my daughter's way. I'm so, so sorry. Ugh, it's the worst, Carolyn. I'm sorry. Everybody, Basher, sending all our love to you, of course, and to your beautiful daughter. I'm so sorry. 19. Listen, I know. People go, oh, what a great life. But it's, wow. I'm so sorry. Big hearts out to Carolyn Martin and her family. And thank you for the 19 years you had from Mr. Nate. They hold on for us, They hold on for us. They do. They hold on for us. Anyway, let's get into the gallery of bastards. Let's change it up a little bit. Where is it? There it is. The gallery of bastards. Send me the shots. The sublime leaves over. The gallery of bastards. You share them with me, and I share with the world. Let's start out with the one and only Ray Ray. What do you got in store for us? You've got the car and the cow there. Look at that. Yeah, I'd stop the car for the cow. Right in your way. Look at Ireland. Oh, and look at who's this beautiful beast. Oh, I love that cat. You owe me information on that cat, right? I love the Explodo face. Oh my god, the cutest, looks so cute. What beautiful shot. What's that cat's name? I want all the information and I want it now. I want the world. I want the whole world. Thank you. Don't know who this is, but she's lovely. Yeah, Andrew sent this to me on privately, and he's got a new visitor in his yard. And look at this sleek and beautiful baby who came for some food. She's sleek and she's beautiful, and a little skittish, but nonetheless, he says he's leaving the door open, hoping that she comes in because he would consider it fate, as we would here, Andrew, as we would here. She's beautiful. Did you give her a name yet? Oh, jeez. He says if he gets to keep her, he's going to let the Bashers name her. Okay, well, that's awfully kind. We've arrived in the Maldives. Oh, look at you, Mr. Brokar. Mr. Brokar. Let's get going with his little adventure. How wonderful for that. Oh, look at you two. Look at it. It looks beautiful there. Do you have to watch your P's and Q's in the Maldives? Because it is an Islamic nation. It is ruled under Islamic law, which is, got some heavy duty penalties for, shagging and any kind of like, you know what I mean. I don't know. You have to watch your P's and Q's there or no? They look the other way like Dubai does. Oh, look at this. I wasn't on the seaplane, but look at this. This is like the plane. Cool. Look at this resort. Looks crazy. Look at you guys. Oh my God, the Crown and Champa resorts. I want to go to there. Oh, you have a lovely bungalow. Isn't that fun? Isn't that great? It's in the middle of the Indian Ocean. Oh, isn't this lovely? Isn't this lovely? Oh, it's an ocean front bungalow. That does not suck. Wow. That is gorgeous. Guys, be safe and have a great time. Look at this. We'll live vicariously through you. Travel is everything, as I said on the show the other night. See other people's cultures, taste their food, drink their wine, get to know the rest of the world. It's worth it. It's so worth it. It's Mart and Bronson. It's Mart and Bronson. The Mart and Bronson Show. Look at this. I'm a cat in a box. Look at this beautiful kitty cat. Doubly delicious, pure and Felix. You'd love. Oh, sleepy cat. Look at what he's doing. Look at this. This is hilarious. Oh my God. Did he see her on the show and wonder what's going on there? Look at this great TV you got going. Oh, right. We've been down this road already with your lovely sound bar. That TV's huge. But look at the size of Bronson compared to that giant television set. Isn't that amazing? Look at somebody's looking for a new girlfriend. But, Q-Tip is his girlfriend. Remember that. Becky Brown's got a lineup for you, so you can't cheat. No cheating, even though Mindy's beautiful. Oh, how pretty is that? I'm not much of an ornithologist, but what kind of a bird is that? Quite beautiful. Oh, it's a video. Let's download it. Let's download it and have a look. Oh, okay. Doesn't let me switch really quick, which is really shitty. I wish it would. Application window. It's a banana. Let's watch it again. Hold on. It's the shape of the snake. That's what they don't like. It's like if you throw a fake snake at the cats, they get very upset. And what's the other thing? Cucumbers? Don't they lose their mind over cucumbers? It's a kingfisher. Look at you guys. You're all so smart. Look at that. You're all so smart. Thanks for that, Mark. Andrew, Sunday is nap day. I love the fact that Sunday is nap day. Oh, I love it. Oh, beautiful. Hello, baby. The sunshine, let the sunshine Let the sun shine in, the sun shine in. Oh, pretty lady. Oh, yeah. Laverne used to love the smell of shoes too. It's a very odd thing, and it works well for the Andy M's of the world. Look at you, beautiful baby. Great shots, Andrew. Fantastic. Fantastic, Andrew. And Morgana woke up from her nap. Okay, wait, this is a video, so we got to download. One moment, please, for an operator that can assist you. Okay, let's get this. You made the bed. Well, she's got to clean herself up because is she going to leave now or go back to bed? Is it going to rain? You know, when they do this and they go behind their ear, it means rain, and it's always been right. He's narrating, sitting on her pillow. She may be old, but she's still a princess. She is still a princess indeed. Thank you, Andrew, for that. She's a princess. Of course, she's a princess. How could she not be a princess? Thank you, Andrew. For the Bashers. Oh gosh, look who it is. Oh my God, you beautiful one. Hello, baby. Oh, Nandor. Oh my God, look at that shot. You're so cute. I just want to squish your face. So cute. Oh, what a shot. Enough toys, you think? Spoiled a little? It's just the one shot. Oh, so great. Oh, thank you for that. We love you, baby. What a sweetheart. Everybody send your prayers out to Mr. Blair also because he had some surgery this week and we love him. So Jim Blair is one of the. I just remembered I spoke to him the other day, so he had to have some surgery. So we love you. Feel better, my friends. Feel better. Feel better. Mr. Bell, MK3 best. Look at it. Oh, this is ridiculous. I'm tired of your giant hands. Jesus, it's crazy. Look at that. Look at the size of this guy's paws. That looks like a 34 millimeter watch on your. Jesus Christ. Wow. It is beautiful though. That is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Gorgeous. You know what they say about big hands? Big gloves. Thanks, Eric. It's Eminem Madness, Monk and Mindy Madness. Eminem Madness, Monk and Mindy Madness, Sunday edition. There's the lady herself. There's Mindy. Hello, love. That's a classic shot right there. The pretty one. Beautiful. Oh, Mork for Carolyn. Carolyn, I'm so sorry. Tell your daughter how sorry we are. Oh, it's just heartbreaking. I'll get all the details from you later. I'm so sorry. We love you. Oh, look at him. He looks a little agitated because his eyes are dilated. Look at you, beautiful baby. The profile shot. Mindy, the profile. Great. Uh-oh. She's looking the role reversal today. He looks agitated and she looks fresh and cute and sweet. She doesn't care. Oh, look at him. Look at him. That's great. See, I would frame that. I would just crop that like that and put it up behind the couch. Oh, scrunchy face. Cat's eyes are amazing, aren't they? They really are. He's such a cutie boy. Mork. Mork, mork, mork. That's why she won the contest, Carolyn, because she's beautiful. Don't hate her because she's beautiful. I always say that. Her markings are like the devil. It's so sick. There she is on her toughest. On your toughest. She's very relaxed on this Sunday. And isn't that wonderful? Oh, he's just stalking her today, huh? She's just a super pretty lady. Mork and Mindy madness, Mork and Mindy madness. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Thank you, honey. Sunday Mass, Mork and Mindy madness. That's pretty great. Mr. Badner, nice weekend weather in New York with your Omega. Look at that. Looking great. Perfect fit. That's the one my father-in-law wants. I'm pretty sure he's narrowed it down to that flavor. Great. Now on the Milanese. Looks beautiful, man. Perfect. What a watch. Wow. Amazing. Thank you so much for that, JHP. And Ray Ray, our exclusive. The Celtic Mist. This is the ship. Take me back to the sailor man, skipper brave and sure of the Celtic Mist. Dublin. Why is it Dublin? Look at that thing. That looks like a cool enough boat to spend a while on. Lovely. Lovely, Ray Ray. Lovely. Be safe on that. I'm sure you're, listening. I'm sure you'll be super safe. Anyway, that's the gallery of Bastards for this Sunday Mass.
The gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots that sublimely absurd. The gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
Let's get to the comments that happened while we were doing the gallery. Ray Ray says, I am Old Spice. I am Queens Boulevard. Old Spice reminds you, because it smells like what men smell like. The tributes are coming in. I'm so sorry, Carolyn. Oh, so sorry, says the beautiful Robin's bird. Andrew says, I had an ex call me. She said she was in Toronto and someone walked past and smelled like Old Spice and cigarettes, and she thought it was me. Gray flannel, Tracy Farris, of course. Gray flannel. Do they still make it? I don't know. Blue Stratos is unobtainium. I love it. Drakkar Noir all remind me of my childhood. Well, do they still make Drakkar Noir? Then they might. But Blue Stratos, is it unobtainium? Wow, that's interesting. Don't tell that shit to me because I'll go looking for it. And that's the problem. Andy M, spot on. Carolyn, my condolences. All of us here. Of course, Au Sauvage. I've mentioned this so many times. Au Sauvage for me is one of the all-time greats. Do I like the way it smells on me? No, I don't. I've tried it. It smells like for me and my family, it smells like our neighbor, Mr. Francois, because he was our neighbor and he wore that. Whenever I smell Au Sauvage, I think of Mr. Francois, and it was just such a great and calendar. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I've tried it on me. It kind of just disappears. Carolyn Martin, thank you very much. Well, of course, everybody's out there. High Karate Aftershave makes a great paint stripper. I don't remember. I remember the name of that, but I don't remember what it smells like. Very interesting. I'll look up the notes. Sending you and your family lots of love and prayers, as we all are, indeed. Love to you all, Carolyn Clan. God bless Mr. Nate. I'm so sorry. So, Virgil and Tracy Farris. Carolyn saying love to your family. So true. All of this coming in because that's the worst. Brad, thank you, Brad. Thank you, Andy M. Yeah. Great view, beautiful view, great photo, Eric B. Cat in the Box, Kingfisher. Okay, you guys are so small, so smart. She went back to bed, just getting pretty for a nap in case she meets a Bronson of her dreams. Top Cats, Andrew. Sweet Morgana, she's so beautiful. Indeed she is. Hey Hitesh, happy Sunday. Bastards just joining in. Did I miss anything? You missed it all. Where were you? Everybody was asking, where's Hitesh? Where have you been for the last hour? Change. Please remember to upvote. Please, if you can. Thank you so much. Upvote. It's free and it's fun. Eric B, the MK3 bezel is as close as they can get with regards to blending the ceramic blue and red. I noticed that on yours because it looks the best, and that red is deeper and more like an ox blood. Perhaps the reason why there's still no Coke probably because they can't get it. I think that that's correct. And that of the new versions, the ceramics, I think is the most beautiful. Because when it first came out, I was like, oh, it's garish. The red was ugly and it was a straight line. It didn't fade. I think you're right. I think you're 100% right. Gorgeous Omega, great cupcake. You love the cupcake. Perfect on the Milanese, 100%. Hey, Carlos Poggi, he's late. Don't worry. That's what the rewind button is for. Oh, no, I'm sorry for your loss. Everybody's tuning in there. And High Karate had the best dad. They did. I remember them as a child. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's the show, 4:16 p.m. on Sunday Mass. In nomine Patri, Filii, Spiritus Sancti. Prayers and thoughts for Mr. Blair and his surgery, and of course for Carolyn Martian and her family for the loss of Mr. Nate. We love you, sending out the best vibes we possibly can. I'll see you guys on Speedy Tuesday, same bash time, same bash channel. And just, go in peace to love and serve the bash. Mwah.
The choir sweet hymn.